A win for biodiesel with respect to the renewable fuel standard is higher volumes and volumes that are valid. And what I mean by that is EPA for a long time has held us steady below what we are producing, what we know we can produce. So higher volumes, EPA has proposed 2.43 billion gallons for 2020. We're advocating 2.8 billion gallons. But just that number is only part of the story. What EPA has been doing over the past year or so in granting the small refiner exemptions, which actually ultimately lower that volume requirement below what they've set. So we want a higher number, and we want a number that has integrity behind it. So when we learned that this EPA has decided to grant essentially every small refiner exemption that's come in, that equates to about 47 granted exemptions over 2016 and 2017 compared to less than 10 in previous years. EPA themselves acknowledge that those exemptions have led to the demand loss of 2.25 billion RINs over those 2 years. And for biodiesel specifically, we calculate that it's led to the lost demand of about 300 million gallons over those 2 years. So these are gallons that our producers are counting on because of the number that's set within the renewable fuel standard. And to learn, in the dead of night, the EPA is undermining those numbers. It erodes the integrity of the program, what the program was intended to do. It would be easy to say, what if, with the election coming up, who are going to be the new chairman? Could we get a better deal on RFS or tax with that new landscape in January? The problem is there are too many scenarios under which that you could try to plan for, and they might surprise you and you don't have any of those predicted scenarios. So, my goal here is to try to just position our industry and our policy objectives as best as possible, knowing what I think I know is going to be after the November election and heading into the fall. If it changes, we pivot. We determine a new strategy based on that. But I'm not here going to prognosticate about what the best strategy is going to be in January. We got to figure out what the best strategy is this fall.